on non-working day, and which of course is Sunday versus Thursday. You should be able to understand that the gathering today demonstrates the power of people who claim that they are angry in this country and are willing to unseat the administration of George Weah, headed by George Weah, in this election. They said they're angry. They're in numbers. Our brothers and sisters from the professional setting, especially the civil service and so forth, the health sector is very terrible. There's a lady they call Anne or Annie in the people that they can go for their checkup at EAW hospital. Yeah, I was fortunate to have just passed around there, and I got a story about her. She's in the EAW hospital there, and I don't know the OB room or what kind of room. But I said the room, it's just right there at EAW hospital. She's there, and she's attending to these pregnant women.
Okay.
And she's telling them this. They tell you that I wish these people are terrible.
I've heard a lot of testimony from that.
They are very terrible. They are very terrible. This lady is there attending to these people, and she's openly telling them that today, be better than I don't want anything from you. All I will tell you today, you're my vocal. You know, Ellington, when people better than you look at it, you get all small thing. But this time now, you don't get small thing and to get off. So when you're going for, you're more vocal. Look at somebody who's, you see the kind of reckless behavior, they call Anne or Annie. Somebody like that. I think the people are here at the hospital, they know her.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. This is it. Health practitioner.
Yeah.
You standing there. So why if a girl was in a CDC share had appeared before you and she's in pain?
You on
see
your
how
own.
you will address her.
You on your own.
See how you will address her. You see that? You see the kind of reckless thing we're talking about? People have just gone. You know that we are presidency has demonstrated to us in this country that we have been living all by the grace of God, unprofessional group of people who have got no value for their profession, their oath that they take, they care less about it. That's how it has demonstrated in this country that people are reckless in their conduct. They don't even know what they're supposed to be doing. That's what the we are presidency has brought to bear. We are presidency has exposed everything. To the extent that we can now know people who ought to know better. They will sit and open their camp and tell people that were you to come and stay from it. That why I told you that why I let to go to these people. Oh, yeah, people here around.
Oh yeah, me. No record. So that's the thing about it, and that's going to be the difference, right? So you will say all you have to say, and I'm telling somebody. I say you see these people that can go, listen, the records we have for them, when we start to put it in the public, I have record for you, you get record for me. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You do not have record of me to say, oh, this man is compromised. You cannot prove anything that indicate that this man is compromised.
Yeah.
We are doing objective, nationalistic, and patriotic journalism compared to when you were being untwisted, made to sound the way you had to sound, subjected to the whims and caprice of ruling party establishment. For a particular contract, some of you went LEC, your consultancy, and some of your, and you know, all kind of places, you know, right? So they were there, and they were power forces that bended their hands. And these are the people that want to look in our face and talk about ethics, talk about professionalism. Where are you? When the records must be placed in the public glare, then you see who the public will celebrate. You do not have anything.
So we're offline when we're speaking, and we're offline when we're speaking to the issues, especially as to where we are. And I will myself, we are back online. So I think the people are now getting us clearer now. I think they are now getting us, and I think they're getting us clearer now. Right? Good. So owing to this, that's why I skipped the analysis I was doing to just get them back on.
It's important.
The days are very important. Now, so why it is true that you have that happening, you have Thursdays versus Sunday, and you pass by in communities, you could not see anybody wearing any of the identifiers of the Unity Party in their community, meaning all of them, the people who live there are people who don't believe in the Unity Party.
That's what it said.
Because they said the t-shirts were all over the place, how people went so, but I agree that indeed you are angry. There are are many of you angry, and one thing we have successfully done is to make sure to make people to understand what had been the dynamics of our politics over the period. What has guided our decisions over the period? Is it about putting money in pockets or buying rights for people? Is that what it has been like? This is the narrative we are now changing. And I told somebody today, I said, do you know that people like us, we have the capacity, especially for people like us who will not be compromised easily, to store an entire government, such as the Unity Party, were they to ever succeed, God forbid? Because the fact that is, the truths we are speaking to, we know nothing is going to change with them. They know exactly that they're not going to change anything. Without breathing part up on them, we are going to be mounting our pressure on them, versus those people who believe in us and believe that they wouldn't have made it. When we resolve to say this government will not move unless they do X, Y, Z, nobody can call people like us to any compromise that will be able to listen to.
No history of it.
So you see that? You see that? So these are some of the things that maybe we have been talking about. But going forward, they came in, they are almost angry today. The faces you saw are angry faces. There's a lady who printed on the back of her shirt. She said October 10 will be harmonization payback day. Look at the kind of people that are voting. They don't care about the roads. They don't care about the electricity. They don't care about wax fees. They don't care about free tuition. But they care about how money was going in their pockets when they were drinking wine and so forth. Those are the kind of trash that they're passing around with.
But look at the case with the nurse you talk about, right? Anger, she's angry only because Big Belly are not giving her tips.
Yeah, tips.
Our
own conversation because they're not giving her tips.
Right? So what kind of reforms are made? Because that should be, they want it, can be in the hospital helping, cleaning up.
She's right to ERW, she's seen the road construction going on.
She's seen it.
She know what the tips must have been going on.
Yeah.
She's seen it right there. When patients used to die, sometimes closest to the hospital, but because of traffic down there, they would die in the car because there was traffic. Today, there is no traffic at that area. She's not concerned about that.
No,
but she cares about tips.
She cares about tips.
She cares about tips.
Somebody said because first, Ellington, Friday, when you go visit your government official friend, you go into your weekend set.
Yeah.
So, but this time we go RCDC minute, and they will give you $20 and stuff. A whole country decision. The future, the hope, and aspiration of the unborn are being made on the basis of tips, handouts, and somebody think that is not dangerous for the country.
Yeah.
Somebody as compared to us, telling you that look, make your decision, send a message to the world and everybody around you that national decisions must be made on the basis of people commitment to delivering on the aspirations of the people. When the road from ELWA to RRA is built, widening, right? It creates an attraction that guarantees whosoever that is coming with an investment in this country that I'm coming to a serious country.
Yeah.
But when you ride through a narrow, cover up dark road, you know already the people here, they are in darkness. Mr. Wheon is shedding light on that.
Yeah.
Any investor getting that RRA coming to this country, driving on that road, know that they are coming to deal with an enlightened group of people, serious-minded people. Look at an express highway. That thing Ellen had there.
And let me tell you something. They are in the business of deceiving themselves. We have covered elections in this country. We have done crowd politicking in this country. What we saw today is unmatched to what the CDC delivered. Why? You remember in the 2017 election? Do you know the place of Prince Johnson in the 2017 election? What was his place? He was more than Cummings.
You're fourth.
He was more than Cummings.
Yeah, he came more
than Cummings.
That? Oh, yeah, he came more
Do you know that Cummings pulled the largest of crowd in Monserrado County that time?
Oh, yeah.
And Prince Johnson
for the rallies now, right?
For the rallies.
Okay, good.
Prince Johnson beat.
And and in the actual number.
And we're discussing crowd politics.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that.
So we are just saying what you did on your rally.
Very good.
2017.
So,
and what was the result?
What you did as Unity Party on your rally. Let's take the Prince Johnson group that made him to go fourth at that time.
Yeah.
Added to the Unity Party.
Because this is an alliance now.
An alliance now.
Right?
You see where we do our analysis from?
This is an alliance now. So the single Unity Party in 2017, right? Plus the NDR in 2023 cannot offset the number in 2017.
Leave that one. We don't even go there. then you have the unit, the Liberty Party to that number. Yeah. We will do analysis now of the crowd that you saw that.
Correct. Then portion of the MPP too.
Very good.
LPDP.
Bunny claims that he carries on, right?
Oh yeah.
Then LPDP went there too, right? So all of them came together against the CDC that stays CDC. CDC. And besides, this is a ruling establishment.
Correct.
And we know the level of disenchantment that can be against ruling establishment.
Especially in metropolitan
areas such as
Monrovia. Yeah, because this is the heartbeat of politics.
See, the crowd that showed up today, with the Prince Johnson normal area up, the half of the other Liberty Party, that is a quarter of the MPP, because I don't think the party has anything substantial that he took away.
This is a pockets of
pockets of people that he just decided to manage with. Okay,
let's assume with the argument because they're having press conference because UP alliance.
Yeah, UP alliance.
So that the analysis now we got to capture what the people say.
So coupled with the bundling and trucking of people that you only then did and brought people to town, if you put all of that together against a ruling establishment in the CDC, you know that the Unity Party has not gone anywhere near proving that they can unseat this government.
The Unity Party failed versus her own record. At least to talk about comparing them with the CDC.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why it is good to do a throwback analysis of what the realities were in 2017 to what the Unity Party in 2023 show. If you go back to the videos and the footage, and I saw today earlier on when we were posting footage across the city and even in the stadium. I went in the stadium. I went, we maneuver, we were there. We captured pictures from inside. But the boys were looking for us, they can't see it. But anyway, so when we started posting, they had to go for 2017 Unity Party rally. And I'm seeing Mokwe picture on the images.
I don't know why they did not fake pictures and all they started posting.
That is how hypocritical they are and unreal to the issues as you see them. They are very, very unserious. I don't know how you see it, but the UP of today are very unserious, irresponsible, and reckless. So they do not meet up against their own record of the past. So now, that was the Unity Party, just the Unity Party, right? Now, fast forward. This is a Unity Party where Mr. Barker brags of an alliance. It's a UP alliance of around 7 parties.
7 parties or so.
Even though there is no formal.
Weight you can find around there through the alliance so far that's standing is the
MDRO. The rest of the other women are disenchanted members from different parties they put together.
Not even what they call say disenchanted citizens and too. They also part of it.
And then the other party, we can't even remember their name. What in Mandela Kobo, I know MOL.
It doesn't have anything. So no alliances.
Decimal alliances. But at the end of the day, we will consider them for the sake of the record. So now, let's look at the alliance showing versus the single Unity Party showing in 2017. Right? So then the question becomes, has Mr. Barker made the Unity Party better than what it was?
No.
Or has he taken it down the drain?
He's taking it down the drain.
So it will be so sad if you must do a comparative analysis between the Unity Party versus the CDC. The Unity Party versus themselves is a calamity.
And these things, you know the reason why we thought to say this? That is why you people will depend on and say you were cheated. That's why we are stressing this thing. Because you know you're bringing born naked and war laws all over the place to start targeting people. You're bringing all kind of criminals in your camp to show this as a basis to say that any saw that grew, it's not possible that we could lose. That's why we are telling you that there's deep hole in what you saw today.
Big hole.
If you put everything that you're earning together against a ruling establishment, I'm not saying because I know the sentiment against ruling establishment in this country. So we has by far demonstrated, because I followed that, right? CDC in 2017, in 2005, 2011, CDC in opposition put up more crowd than these people in opposition today.
Way more in comparative.
And I was saying, CDC in opposition at that time, they put up more crowd, but in the end, the government of the day would determine. But in this case, the ruling establishment is even still putting up more crowd than the Unity Party against the CDC. So you see the difference
with all their extra advantage, because in opposition, as a major opposition, you stand to benefit from even those who disagree with the ruling party, but they are not your partisans.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when you're in,
bulk of the civil servant,
yeah,
bulk
of the civil servants,
you can give it
they
to
will
them.
go to them.
Yeah,
Right?
you can say,
And let me tell you, it doesn't make any major difference. What's the percentage of the civil servants, to really impact? Oh yeah, I mean, all respect to them, but it cannot influence the decision. They are not the one that determine. They are not swing costs of the votes in the country. No, so we don't waste our time on them. But assuming that because you are opposition and civil servant will always, no matter what happens, they always be crying for increment, better incentive, constant with them. So they always align towards opposition. So you are the opposition in 2023 in Monrovia with new alliances, new people joining you, right? And then you also have to anger people in the country. Some of them say they lost their contracts. Some of them say they have some bid somewhere. So all those people are angry. Retirement age, and some of them and man you too, the side chick you too are angry.
No, but the bulk of those guys you saw, that side chick then there who used to just get full money or whatever it is that they want.
Salary driver money. All the ones, so they are angry.
Go at the video set demonstrates the kind of people that are in the Unity Party.
I was so sorry when I saw that video.
Yeah, the video
and then I came back. I say it's important that we elevate the conversation because apparently people and Basa is setting a bad precedent in this country, right? To be the head of a major political party and refusing to use moral standard as a qualification for your political alignment is dangerous for the future of this country, right?
In immediate environment.
So the fact that the United Party under Mr. Bakai has not developed the courage to condemn Mo Ali, right, for all of the immoral actions and activities and dealings he's had with all of the records, and the fact that Mr. Bakai feels comfortable to bring on how they call this guy? They who had an issue in him from AMEU, Robert Pade, and not say Pade as much as you are my nephew or cousin or whatever. Just be in the bar, you can be on my official team, right? Says that this man is giving rise to immorality, and you will not be shocked if this man sit there. They may influence his son gay anytime in the future because if this man can allow naked people around him who do not show
that's why you see most of the young guys gravitating and those ones, those are the ones that follow liability. You see, they believe in men pockets. If you ask most of the women who will be sitting there and telling you this, they believe to live on men pocket. So as a result, when the pockets are not feeding the animal, the extra abilities that men will incur, especially when you are very promiscuous. You have to be spending money here and there on girlfriend. By just taking people like Mo Ali now, do you know about 50 girls who are out of job and they don't have anything today because Mo Ali is out of job? Because Mo Ali they don't have it. And look at the kind of room that Mo Ali, the bathroom water that what Mo Ali using in a house. Imagine. Mo Ali lives a very cheap life. Man, how you gonna be using bathroom? That's his household.
No, I thought you said a house because Molly doesn't own a house.
That in his room.
That the friends are paying for the place. The place they rent. He's living with friends. They are living with friends.
The bathroom water. That the place. What do you call it?
The chapter he to do.
What do you call it? I don't know.
Disgraceful. These kinds of things are in the public. It there. And yesterday that man developed the umbrella audacity to speak to national issue, and he's supposed to be the one leading the charge. And people who are angry and supporting, but don't find problem with that. And some of them are out of deacon, and some of them are out of come on in their mouths or what have you. But yesterday they come back, they say they support Baka. What other moral degradation must happen before these people condemn the Unity Party campaign? They are all there. Anybody who wears wet gown, right, and does not condemn the Unity Party immoral stance and the fact that criminals, convicts, right? Convicts will be anything about that. And speak to the height of the man. Oh yeah.
Today's gathering only gives me clear assurance that we have tried our best and it has resonated well.
Oh, very well.
To find an opposition. No, man. They were there. You know the kind of hell that CDC used to really give Unity Party. In opposition, that thing they talk about printing old t-shirts. A CDC people get vexed. They say they want to. That thing you're talking, that you're passing around.
They use to bring on the day the Pope bring a printer on the road. You see children standing there with a red t-shirt, they follow on the API. I remember the guy, one guy used to be alone the Ghana Bay there. That Muya used to do, he was a former lawmaker, man. They flock him, he used to do the Muya water. The guy would just put the children would be not cool. He used to get someone on knee like that to. He live, I think, Johnsonville right now. Yeah, so somebody can help me with alone that play. He's not suffering on the discretory, but he can't come back again. And not getting hard now. He's one of those that brought in Hammond G. Yeah, he used to be there. Yeah. So the children will be going with their t-shirt. They put it there. They put it there. So I mean, organic.
That was an angry CDC at that
time. Angry CDC in opposition.
Absorbed angry CDC at that time in opposition. So the extent that man said he believed the only way.
Okay, Dave Kuhlman.
Dave Kuhlman.
That was Dave Kuhlman.
The only way.
Thank you, Gordon.
Ellen Johnson said he believed on second term were being successful is to take Georgia because she knew that Georgia enjoyed the numbers.
Yeah.
She knew it. She said Georgia has the numbers. And the number that Georgia got, even by me winning, is not sufficient enough for me to say I had a legitimacy to the presidency. I need to order Wheon to serve as peace ambassador to be able to stabilize these guys while we are going on with this country. Because the CDC demonstrated for us to see United Party in opposition. In fact, anyway, they haven't stayed long there yet. And to have demonstrated anything much. Besides, they don't have partisans, unlike the CDC that had partisans who believe in a revolution. Now we don't have a revolution taking place because we know for sure there are evidence to prove that there have been just sprinkles of people coming together, marriage or convenience.
Okay,
that's what it is.
That's it.
So there's no one position, there's no one vision, one goal that they are all tied to. Everyone else have their own personal agenda tied into this one thing, so that when they achieve it, everything goes blast.
Haywire. Because this is an unofficial alliance that there is no guiding principles.
But there's nothing.
No framework agreement that God are coming together. Yeah, it will be very, very catastrophic if this unity party must be given a chance to the presidency. Right?
No.
Because youngly there, anything on the record, they have claim to the. This is the first time I see a presidential flyer. You get more than 4 people picture on it.
To tell you that nobody.
Youngly say I gotta put my picture there. Madela Cooper say you gotta put my picture there. Primo say you gotta put my picture there. Dylan say you gotta put my picture there. So everybody now all get it ownership into the presidency. So now, if you elect this man, these are the controlling forces. And if you must do an analysis of the controlling forces, the track records and all of that, these are terrible people. Youngly is a colossal failure when it comes to leadership. Dylan is a classic one. That one you talk about him, talking about him is like, wasting water on door back because he will not change, right? So these are the reality we are trying to prevent Liberia, for save Liberia from. But it is also important that we widen the conversation to look at the different variables, the interplaying variable that impacted the showing you saw there, right? Yes, there were human beings on the stadium, right? But now we've already done for you the day-to-day analysis of it. Then we move now to what did the United Party do? Was this showing sporadic? Was it organic? Did the people just converge on their own? What other extra steps were taken? Right. Was this a Monrovia-based showing? Or did we see people coming from other places? These are important. Then you compare it to the CDC rally. The CDC rally. The level of trucks we saw coming in here, even if there is pepper shortage in this country, we don't see that number of trucks coming from Mali or Guinea. Seriously, trucks descended on Monrovia today, as if to say something.
But you see, these enlightenments are very important and keep stressing why. They are doing this to justify their evil plans, to give reason to their evil plans. Because today, they will go down and say, hey, sorry, nobody can tell us that we're losing already. We can't lose. It's not possible. We are telling you that you are having a rap anyway. The CDC, the pictures and images that we show you, CDC has sprinter activities all over in communities on that day. The CDC party headquarters was also locked. When the president of the Republic of Liberia left the stadium, he went and met people in the CDC compound. They were there waiting for him. When there were counties activities across the country. So we're not even discussing those ones, but we are discussing Montserrat County, because the only proof your God now is if you can get Montserrat County to demonstrate your supremacy as an opposition, then of course you have a good, which of course we did not see today. Owing to these variables that we have put out for you to see. One, the MDR of Prince Johnson is very powerful. Owing to the previous elections, the Unity Party, do they still have the numbers that they had before? With all of the alliances coming, did they add up anything to them? So you got to now ask them, where is the Unity Party by itself without the alliances? So if all of them come together versus these angry civil servants and so forth, quote unquote, people who are doing this XYZ, who are some of them, and let me be very blunt here. Go and sit down, take on your party cap. I did it because sometimes we got to be fair to ourselves. We got to be sincere to ourselves. If the Unity Party has demonstrated strength outside what we saw today, it would have been prudent enough to state it right here that the Unity Party did this because of XYZ. I don't know for a reason to tie it to it. We have said,
but there will be and then meetings that it happened.
It happened,
right? But I mean, you have to be seriously did this, and that is the reason why Madam Salif and the UP folks had to go the ESCOMA to create a stable environment for governance. Because if your opposition, your major opposition, is commending the authority of the people to that extent,
especially
it's a fear for you in government. Yeah, it's a fear for you in government because they can instigate anything. Right. So you have to go to ESCOMA, the UP, and that's the reason why somebody is saying, "Oh, we saw." I say, President, we are not prepared for re-election, man. We saw what the Union Party did 2011. They went for the major opposition party. They grabbed the Secretary General. You have to go to that ESCOMA, demonstrated by the strength.
Yes,
they had to go for who? Bill 12.
Yeah.
And you can remember very well the avalanche of partisans that Bill 12 took and marched to the United Party headquarters that they
to break down the CDC.
We need to break down the CDC then. But these things are not happening. I don't know how people don't get it. Sometimes people are quick to forget. Yeah, it's so important. So you're not seeing CDC going in an ESCOMA to say.
No population. Do you know that at the Samarkand Sports Complex, if you look at real population studies and analysis, crowd analysis, when the national country sports meet is being played, let me put it at that level.
Yeah.
Our national team days are gone. Just the SAD alone. If you were to count what they call crowd, we have over 900,000 registered voters at stake in this Montserrat County.
Oh yeah.
Now what we're discussing here, and out of the over 900,000 voters that's at stake, you haven't demonstrated today that you have over 600,000 of them for grabs. You haven't demonstrated that.
No.
Because you almost like fighting. Opposition, you should be commending the people. Like I said, it is proving and have been proving. That's why you saw the reason why one round is victory today, and now I think that it's possible.
I mean, you'll be ready to make that conclusion.
I'll show you as well today.
Because
one round is possible. Because the reason Ellen could not, in fact, Ellen was self-interested, no one single political party. Because you know why? They had a huge opposition bloc with the CDC commending huge component of that.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right.
Always struggle with it.
In 2011, that's how you saw Bonnie Simon had to come in
and
bring other people. And not even collaboration. Your collaboration not enough. Let them merge. Please be extra step.
And they didn't just stop there. They use finances. But look how we are. Look at the United Party. You don't have finances. You don't have the numbers. You don't have the popularity. They're a problem. We have three disadvantages. And the fourth thing there is we control power. Any utilize the power component and the resources component. Who the two she have? You have the power and the resources. Now, you having a proposition the ruling establishment.
Not at all. Not at all. Nobody sits anywhere. Nobody sits anywhere and listens to any electoral electoral power, right? You have to show the numbers in these campaign periods that will justify or give a listening ear to whatever crying you do after election, right? So look at how you open your campaign. Most more party than the actors can say, oh, but we put no more other ANC can say, oh, but I like the CPP outside of all the country. And Kubi's Friday there. I think the guy is making some sense because it is rare that we see major party launch out of Monrovia. Yeah. Right? I think that was daring on Kubi's part. Yeah. Right? The fact that he went Mangibi, and Mangibi is a rural area. Yeah. Normally people will go do their farming and stuff. Right? Yeah. So you have the extra burden of trying to rally the people, but Kumi daringly went there and Kumi was able to put that number also, and someone is able to compare that to what you did in the metropolitan on a holiday where people you get where to people looking for somewhere to just go stand.
And I keep stressing honor of government that you claim is dishonor performing. Let me be blunt with you people. When Thomas Fowler and Dillon were in the 2020 elections, you could see it coming. On the day that Dillon launched, you could see that.
Elections are clear. When we
see it coming. On the day that Dillon launched, why it is true that I was supportive of Thomas Fowler, that father there asking, I said, what I just saw. These people are
resolved. You could see you could see how resolute they were.
Yeah. And I decided to talk with a few folks, especially with government, and said, this thing you're seeing here, so this guy will repeat what happened in 2019.
Oh, yeah.
The people are resolved. We have done it and we have seen it. And you ask all of that, the 2019 election result, that one, I was on the radio. I predicted and I knew Jill was on the way. Because you going around, you could see the numbers. So when we started reading the numbers, you could see that Dillon was practically flying high. 2020, I saw it that Thomas Fowler asked anybody at Truth FM if I ever read election result that night.
Because you already knew it. You already knew exactly. It is important that you're even bringing the Dillon and the Fowler scenario, right? So let's look at Dillon. On that day of Dillon, because they don't lose battles very well, they don't use the 72nd and he came down like that. You go back to the video and the footage. They don't pull more than what we saw today.
Shutting it. You even right on that.
Oh yeah. Dillon march, the people march with Dillon.
That's true.
Moment when veto is coming, you can see the thing.
That's true.
So you're with the United Party, you're with the United Party force on here now, right? You have to be honest and fair enough. That Dillon rally that we saw. I mean, when Dillon reached 72nd junction, where he had bulletproof, nobody was even behind himself, or he was bulletproof. Yeah. But at the end of the day, and you could see the ocean of human being.
And that was the demonstration of the anger.
It's
a real angry people.
Real angry people. Hey, they don't need anything. They will come outside.
These are people who look at whole referendum that even in their own
interest. After the referendum, they started regretting
it. That was
because they were angry.
So I wanted to compare that period of anger versus the period of anger that was demonstrated today. Especially, it was a good thing that the CDC did rally first. Because you want to test the level of anger in people, right? You want to test it. If the CDC had done it lately, they wouldn't have realized the anger of the people. Because you got to arouse the anger of the people, push them, and see what it is. And the CDC demonstrated that. So the first day the CDC went to they wanted to test the level of anger, whether there's still anger against them like it was in 2019 and 2020. But they were able to see for today that anger has dropped drastically. And reality has now set in. There are others who now know exactly what it is. In fact, there's an old man who told me, why Liberian people left corporate rights over development? Are they not seeing it now?
I tell you.
So people are now thinking all the way around, and I think it's very helping our country. Our country will go. It will be tough, but our people are resolved. From what I saw today,
very resolved.
First round is possible. The reason I'm saying this, and I will go back to 2005 and 2011. The only reason for which Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said no one single political party can win an election is because Ellen acknowledged the strength of the opposition in the CDC at the time. We know what happened to the 2005 election.
Oh yeah.
It was not an easy thing.
I mean, it was
George
a hell of a
practically
struggle.
almost controlled the entire country.
Oh yeah.
So it's like Eddie was controlling the presidency legally, but of course George Weah by acclamation and of course legitimacy by population. George Weah was the legit.
No, but in politics that's legitimacy. Politics legitimacy is about number because this is democracy, right? Your legitimacy is guaranteed in the number of people that approve.
Yes, very good.
Right? So Ellie won the politics of it, but she did not. That is the reason why the Unity Party, the difference between the UPLA and Mr. Weah is, and I think the CDC is taking too much advantage of it, and that's how too many pressures, they're being pressured too much, right? Mr. Weah, even as president, still enjoy popular legitimacy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Compared to Ellie.
Yeah.
So you see, Ellie they had to do plenty of things, they had to do this, they had to do that, and I was somehow many we are angry now. You know, so many things for them to keep them, you know. But so the thing is not happening now. Because you have a very popular man, he's a populist man.
The jail bell that we are saying, well, you see, let's say happen with their own.
So
you people are very frustrated.
They are very.
The moment you say they jump at you,
they are very. And this analysis is good for you, right? Because this is a country of history and there are records to election, right? You are going against odds. I mean, historical odds. Elections in this country, first of all, you are going against history. Historically, we've not seen a former ruling party come back to power in this country. It is the United Party versus that historical record. It is also the United Party versus the fact that normally in this country we see the incumbent, right, always determining or influencing his or her successor, right? And the UP is saying we can challenge all that odds. So you have a Herculean task. So you have to demonstrate beyond all reasonable doubt that you are prepared enough to slap history in the face and say, this time around, we will defeat the incumbency irrespective of the fact that we are a past government, right? Liberians have not historically, but you saw the NDPL with Mr. Doe, right? When they left power, they died. You saw the NPP. When they left power, they died. Right? The United Party, the only reason we are having conversation with the United Party, and that's what Cummins is living the frustration now, is the fact that after the 2017 election, Cummins, the late Councillor Bromsky, Ure, and all the other people fell. That was the point to come together. That coming together was not smart, right? They would have allowed 1 year, 2 years to study the variable in the atmosphere properly, and then be able to calculate a more vibrant and sustainable collaboration as opposition. But to have collaborated that early because they were too angry from the election, so they came together, and then forgetting to know that they are reviving and resuscitating the few United Party that the Liberian had just rejected 14-1 county. That was a historic rejection. The United Party who have never been a factor in this case, I mean, nowhere, anywhere. What we expect, the people who have led the conversation in the opposition, who have been the late Councillor Bromsky, right? And then that's true to Mr. Cummins when Bromsky met his untimely demise, right? So now, Cummins, who have been the man leading the opposition narrative, had they not collaborated with the United Party in that failed CPP arrangement that the United Party exploited, their own advantages and rekindle themselves and make themselves an alternative voice? Because man, this is a party that is over 30 years old. United Party is the oldest political party currently in our body politics. They have been around. Some of the support they enjoy. Lefa Kanje people not supporting a United Party because of black eye. No. You're getting that wrong. They're not reading historical, and you're not reading it properly. The United Party, the Lofa people have always seen United Party as their own from being Kesari days, right? 1997 election, the records are there. Go and find the records. So the United Party has been around the body politics for very long. It is the ODS that comes with an advantage. Madam Salif, when she took over the United Party, she expanded the United Party base, brought in new bloods, right? New professional came on, right? And the United Party expanded beyond the pre-1990 era, right? Or the 1997 era, and they are a whole new United Party structure. They expanded beyond the normal base. So that is the United Party we are talking about, right? This is not the United Party like some other party that will form like the ANC as a result of 2011 anger, right? So they have been there. Too many old man. The reason you see old man can talk about United Party because United Party has been there ever since.
And they may not accept these analysis we are giving.
They will not.
They never accepted it
because people are dogmatic.
And you see what's happening now. So let's get to the lines into our call. Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. We're right here, and Crown Stopper of. So you can now have your own take on it. Anyone else, and whatever it is, but we are here. This Abu and that of Eli. We're here together tonight on this program, especially on his debut, and I really appreciate his debut. He's very sharp.
There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime on board, don't take law in your hands or the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You are proud to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bring.
Okay, Crown Stopper, and we are telling you all the truth. This is a scene scenario, right? So we're in Lofa County on the eve of the election. So they say Bwaga can be the player and Bwaga lose. Now the same thinkings that they having, and I was like telling them that no matter what the circumstances are, the people are resolved because we have covered elections. And we are giving you analysis based on historical facts about elections. We are talking about the strength of opposition in time past and the strength versus the current opposition. We are looking at what brought Delon to power, the level of anger that was expressed, and it was an expressed anger that we saw. Today's anger, which of course was supposed to be expressed as a result of what CDC showed on the 7th, because this CDC deliberated data to say, let's test it, because it would do a lot of time later. They're provoking us to anger. Now, let us provoke them to anger. Let's see whether they are really angry. Or let's gauge the number of people who are really angry. But when we gauge that number today, it was not too convincing. And what we have said, and we should continue to say, first round is possible in these elections. Because you don't have a strong opposition that are able to really do what it takes. And we are saying it here tonight. So let's get to the lines and interact with you. Right here. Let's go on. And let's get to this first caller here. This one would do, and you have to get this guy on. Okay, I think it's on. So let me get on to this one here, right here. We are getting there. So you know the problem with that? They can be hurt, Bowie. They will kind of sit down on our platform. They go to their spoon because they know that spoon people can lie. And we don't want to tell the God fair truth. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Yeah, come on, let's hear from you, Chief.
It is very good when you have somebody on competition. Look at what it did. There was a post in said a post that every posted on 20 way back post. They brought it. at the Salon election, when Matthew was launching, somewhere the brother said that people are living for me, coming in.
Oh, the brother I want out today too?
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw
The
that.
brother I want for West Sierra Leone?
Yeah. You know, Salon t-shirt and green, green and white.
Oh, that is Sierra Leone t-shirt they brought, and they say people coming from Bomi.
Yes.
You guys are fake, oh. Ah, Jesus, you guys are brave. Hey, Abu, you tell me that?
Oh, yeah.
You need to show that too?
Yeah. And I was like, what?
Jesus, and what are you doing? You guys are going to make up. Yeah, to you. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Yay, sorry. And sorry, you can call back if you can, sorry. And okay, I think you okay now. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Mr. Gunson.
How you doing, Chief?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Abu? Yeah, this is Rodney Job from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, Rodney.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, I mean, it is exciting because then we can forge Liberia ahead. But it is sad again that to have an opposition that's supposed to checkmate the government, so they can do many things right or better. I won't say right, I would say better. But I don't like to say, man, the opposition, from my standpoint, Charlotte, North Carolina, I believe that the opposition are one on serious, irresponsible people. I am telling you, because for the fact that, okay, you guys know that you don't win election as in, oh, okay, I can talk more than this person. You win election on numbers, right? People will go and vote for you.
Yeah.
But when CDC come outside, they will post video and say, oh, the person was there. The person say, oh, hey, enjoy le crowd. What do you expect for people when they're having a rally? They should bring sand from the beach and put it down and say, we're having a rally. Enjoy le crowd. We can't show up. That is so irresponsible. It's like you have no understanding of what you want to go into.
You're right.
The election is human being.
You're right.
Election is human being. Then when the people show it, they say, oh, the man pay everybody. It is so irresponsible. But when they show up, oh no, the people have heart. The people are angry. You understand? So I'm saying, if the opposition actually was making sense, prior to this rally, if they were making sense to me, then I would say, okay, then maybe the people that show up, they really show up for reason. But you see that you were trucking people. We see you were bringing different picture up. The drone go up in the air. Drone don't lie.
Drone don't lie. They were bringing different fake picture.
Lie.
I don't want to be able to that. You gotta be lying.
It is so irresponsible.
Shucks.
It is so irresponsible in outside of my country because I expect the opposition to be the alternative, and they don't show it. Number one, the people in the opposition that are Eric Keys. That's so irresponsible. They are so irresponsible, man. But yeah.
Okay, Job. Thank you. Thanks for your contribution. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, hello, please go on, Chief. Let's listen to you.
This is Melvin calling from Istanbul.
Yeah, Melvin. Let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, I will just show, the analysis was very, very good for all the and I will say more at the end of I will say UP has shown her strength, but her strength is not sufficient. Her strength to the war that also will be declared. People in America, people in Europe, people in China, everything that is going on, people don't know what to do. Because the people that keep up today is maybe I would say 55% of the crash these people. So they have work to do seriously. They have serious work to do, and they cannot compare what happened 2019 and 2020 with what happening now. 2019, 2020, the government were under attack for Elizabeth Kumi for that war. They were fighting for us. The 15 billion, all the things. And so the citizens were angry with the people.
Yeah, citizens, they contributed. Yeah, citizens contributed. I said that today the citizens exposed them bigly by withdrawing their support from them. Now they are left vulnerable. Yeah, the people withdrew them. Yeah.
Seriously, 2019, our with Polita, we are on a jeep. We went on a sneeze headquarters, 2 different times. The car couldn't follow the plane. We were launching that day. I told Alexander said that the brother thing it would be against all. They made it by the people angry. And it happened. But what we just saw today, brother, they no need. They didn't say no now. They no need. And you know the UA group they scale on the sense of that UA group.
Brother, we are almost there. Let them keep dreaming. Yeah, let them keep dreaming.
Thank you so much, brother.
All right, my brother. Thank you for your contribution. Hello, how you doing? Let's listen to you. Hello.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine, boss. Let's listen to you quickly.
Yeah, I'm Clifford calling from California.
Yeah, go on, Clifford.
Yeah, maybe I'm constrained to call you because the fake people. I always follow the show all through, but the fake people, they will get their result on October 10th.
Certainly.
They're talking about opposition. They're talking about opposition always winning most of our ruling party don't win most of our, and that's a lie. The opposition that were winning most of our at all time is the opposition that is a ruling party now that is in power. The St. George we are in opposition that were winning most of our is the St. George we are today. And let you know that a Thomas Fallas on a ballot is now a George we are on a ballot. That's what I wanted to share.
Okay.
If you go to Lofa, when CDC launched on the 7, all over the country, every major city in the country had a rally. And we're not seeing that for United Party. They're trucking people from Buchanan here and there. So let them go to bed and wait for their defeat.
They don't wait. Yeah, I like it that way. I like it that way. They will feel it. They will feel it. And I can sense it clearly. I have done several coverage of elections in this country. Everything else that we know, this is what we are speaking to here. You may not take it, but you will cry it. That's one thing. And how are you doing?
Good evening, brother.
Yeah, how you doing? Please go on.
Yeah, sorry for me calling. I'm crazy. Be wagging. I do call you. Join you on command, please. Sorry for me calling you on WhatsApp.
No, go on. Go on.
You know, my brother, I was surprised days before yesterday when we were living in Keke. That lady was brave to say the reason me I moved from the CDC because me I think say money was going to flow as the way money flow during my time.
Look at that.
My time I was not selling. I get into later. I put my full all in the money. Vote where my problem with my full money. So I asked. I said, well, you want a country to be developed or you want a problem to be developed?
That a side check group then there. See them all around today passing around. Frustrated side check, then you can see them. They plenty they passing around.
You will not believe what I'm telling you now, brother. Yesterday, David Dillon was on 98.1. They were in the studio. At the end of David Dillon's topic, before he will get out here, Mo Ali said, "Tammy, Mr. Dillon, tomorrow again we get some people boy women and number."
Oh. You see, you know what I meant? Something can't move it for him. Something. He can't putting something all of the time.
I'm telling you, you know what? Tomorrow again we get some women and number. Are you kidding me? That's the way.
But you big guys, they don't have any future for themselves. They will just allow the men to just be abusing them, sleeping with them, and whatever. That's not fair, man. Yeah, they are vulnerable, man. They shouldn't allow that. We got some beautiful sisters who are supporting the UP, so we don't think they will have to allow. That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You're right. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. So we can get on to the next caller here. Oh, my Eleanor is here as well. So we get on. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, the manager making every girl you see, you be one or two now. They're just sleeping with you guys. And it's not good, man. I get some beautiful friends and integrity friends who are supporting. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
I wanted to take some numbers too, at least to talk to them, but they wouldn't doing it now. And I want it like that. Hello, how you doing?
There's something on my mind.
Please go ahead. Let's hear from you. Your name, please.
Yeah, I'm Mohammed Kane. I'm calling from Virginia.
Okay, let's.
Actually, that's something I really see today. I really wanted to speak to it because I myself, I was at the ATS.
Okay.
Maybe could you just imagine by 2 o'clock? Because for me, I'm a back rider.
Okay.
By 2 o'clock, motorboat keke was still running at the ATS.
Okay.
By 2, after I drove, I come down all the way.
And that was the time. That was the time. The last time we were telling people to stay home because the stadium was already packed.
Yeah, what I saying now.
Okay.
At that time, say motorboat say can't even park, but I don't know how to call that gas station said because it was barricaded.
You're right.
Yeah. Then imagine.
So I know where the human being just came from after 2. The truck was coming in.
Listen to me now.
Yeah.
After I came down to Ome Radio.
Yeah, he's saying something.
After I came down to Ome Radio, I Jeremiah Kun car passed with me with a 2 truck. He
just started flooding the stadium with the trucks.
Car passed with me with 2 trucks, with 2 pickup, with music backing on it. I just rolled it back and went on that way.
Wow. Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Your observations are keenly noted, and it's not strange. It's obvious, and we know these things. Yes. Man City, what's up? Yeah, how you doing, man? What you don't do that?
And I'm fighting the trees. I was sitting there. I'm fighting the trees. I never said battle.
How you doing?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will say thank you to you. No, Ebi, I was talking about human beings to marry. That person we are.
Certainly, 100%. That today we got to know that. Yeah, it's clear.
Look at on a working day, Ebi, they play with chair for people all also. Get a pocket coming out. And so today I was going to 7 AB. You know the program they already have put in purple here. So myself a friend. I'm going to check one behind me. And you say you can't talk. And you say you can't talk. You said it just. I said, ma, thank you. You said today you also I'm official. I'm going to check. Yeah. If I'm going to check, I will join you for all of the flower. But when not to all of party in the week, at the end of the week, I'm going to check what they are going to take you. So we'll put out one side. Well, I want fight today or I want blouse today. Before I go to put I can't come my ear today. I'm going to check. So I beg you, man, leave me and go to your check. I hold your phone. I will also wait for TV for again. I will even check to go with my baba on my when you attack me. You say you also let go sleep for your phone. Let's see it. You think I tell you day doing that the last time because the government was strong. The government was strong was stopping.
You're right. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, yeah. No, for salary payment, now they're not talking about salary payment, delay salary payment, they're talking about harmonization. About it discussing now. Thank you, Man Sisi. Let me get on to the next call. Richard who comes in here. Yeah.
Hello, Eddie.
How you doing, Mom?
Eddie, there's Mom Ricardo.
The
president friend.
Okay.
You see, Eddie, don't you know that people keep from bombing today?
But when picture can come from Sierra Leone, it gets in bombing. What you get?
People keep today from bombing. People keep from bombing way on truck.
On the 8th of October. Abu, later on.
Let's turn around without talking plenty.
Yeah.
Let all go to the Balaba.
That thing that happened today.
And they tell them go prove their self. They say, what shall we know? Who must say today or I need say. The woman said, Joanna Rowe. Woman has seen people made today. And she said, Joanna Rowe. I said, yeah.
No, that one I think that anybody can just do some kind of without a routine, a bad routine. Okay, well, then leave that one there because you're going to walk closer than that, man. Roll that one there, that issue. And what are you doing?
Hello, Eddie.
How you doing?
How you doing? You
and fine.
I tell you, thank you today. I was waiting for you. I told Massisi today. After I saw the field empty, around 10, 11, after I saw the field empty, I called Massisi. I called my Rito. I said, the momentum there on your side. She said, I'm not outside or inside the house. I called Massisi. She said, I just from church. I said, but you see it? Then somebody called me from intern. The person said, oh, man, You sitting down, can't see the crowd. Let before they had a crowd. But Abi, I tell God, thank you. You're in studio tonight.
Thank you, Mom.
Because that small crowd, what they saw, just look at September 7 at what time we were coming, and then the people were telling us to come back. I think I said it over air. Look at the spaces in there. Yeah, today. So when they see that the crowd there, how you can talk, say they not take the camera picture and thing. Because tomorrow will happen when we beat them flat. The man say.
But as soon as the last scheme they want to do, that's what they also man. Okay, yeah, they just want lie. That they play they want to. Yeah. And how you doing?
Yeah, Abi, that's your brother, man, from Ohio. How you doing, brother, Abi?
I'm fine, boss. Go on. Yeah, Emmanuel Davis, right? Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Abi, you know, these are the things that can make sedition feel when the cameras are like injured.
No, the 8th of October.
On the 8th, the whole world would know who owned the land. On the 8th. They mentioned my man from Buchanan. They told me that they provide car for them. Yeah, my man coming from Buchanan that they have truck for them to bring them to Morovia. So I told them, say, if you take that race, when they don't bring you back, then you shouldn't complain. And even there's a guy that post one post picture after was from Nigeria, 140 camera. The people are green and white.
No, that's from Sierra Leone.
And I may come and say that picture from Nigeria. And he started to insult me. So I said, okay, well, let's watch and see. But we shall see. How long we shall see.
Thank you, yeah, my brother Eman. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate that. And we are very unbending, unresolved. Though you're targeting us, I will deal with that thing tomorrow morning. And there's something coming up. And how are you doing? Then we'll highlight it in the evening. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good. But I won't. Maybe you guys are not becoming a buyer now for the government because you guys see the reality. You don't want to make the fight to the people.
So what is the reality you see?
You saw the crowd today. It's not me.
So when I say you said the thing I was explaining here, you not follow the analysis, comparing past, present, and so forth. That today, when you discussing, did you follow the time and the days at interval? You sitting down there in your country, you want to call yourself. What do you know about this country? What do you know? You sit there pushing something, then you can open your mouth, then you can talk and trash here. Can't talk about what they call. Why you rather know? We discussing something here, then you can talk trash here, then you can say what they call. Well, you can't talk to you. I know there's somebody who want to call you. You know how many years we have been in covering elections? You sit there, you can't talk about this. Yeah, how you doing, brother? Go ahead.
Yeah, brother, my name is Wheon Fofana.
Wheon, please go ahead quickly. No time. We're going now. Yeah, Tatas, I'll get to you now.
Yeah, brother, today we wanted to get in the street, but for me, I'm going in the street to go there. What people really do? They show nothing. I continue telling them, your thing was no problem, but when results start coming, you shouldn't get in the street. That's what we tell. Because the crowd put down crowd there, the whole entire Ronald Street off September 7, Ronald Street, Mercury Street, Benson Street, no corner street in Monovella, I never patrol. All the show lack. What could I
yeah, they just went somewhere there. Yesterday they were talking and they say, look at the crowd, you keep eating chicken. I know that. Yeah, you know that Jack Cameron stealing said that thing that the food that you ate are stolen food there. You know, how are you doing? You know that somebody who looking at yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, how are you doing?
My name is Momo Castle calling from California.
Yeah, go ahead, Momo.
This is my first time calling on the show, but today what I saw today, like UP launching today, and I saw CDC on the 7th, the both party headquarters, and the stadium was so packed. And today what I saw, I don't think they really do something good.
No. CDC have people in the stadium.
Yeah, they better saw it. The men can see it.
All Imora and on their party headquarters. But right now, okay.
Yeah, the party headquarters was
CDC
filled.
also have after party.
They have after party, yeah.
You know the party,
yeah,
go to their Bangertown office.
They even have their party headquarters. They get headquarters. They don't have headquarters.
Yeah.
To maintain the people.
But I don't know why people keep saying this, but the party headquarters all was so jam packed.
Then you get one side of them, man, can't say.
Yeah, they were eating chicken. Thank you. Big You're from begging for the chicken. Not baked chicken, but you came from begging for chicken. How are you doing? Yeah, please go on quickly. I think I want to get to Tato's channel and then we'll close. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the timeline. Yeah.
At the time of, but you know, the just scare me. Watch yourself, I can keep going to Nigeria. That's something I put in the family investigate because you know, American Walker, and the first time they and Europe went to Nigeria, they said they were linked.
Yeah, always go to Nigeria, right? We on top of those things and we'll get there, Chief. We are on top of that. Our country will never be plunged into mess. The same way you are concerned, my brother, we are equally concerned about our country. That's why we do what we do. And because when this kind of thing happen, we will also feel it as well. Tatos, let's take us home. Yeah, take us home, Tato. Hello, and I show Tatos. You just slip off. So I think this caller will take us home. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
I'm done now. I won't mention my name, but in Liberia.
Okay.
Because of but the honest truth is that I've been in Liberia for almost 2 months now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the campaign I've been preaching, I think I've been working.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to share that with you guys and share with most of the vision.
Okay.
When you ask any man who is so angry, because the bulk of the people who are against the government are angry people who feel that the only way Liberia can be better when individuals having much money in their pocket.
In their pockets.
They can give peanuts to people.
You're right. Girlfriend, them must sleep, and then they just wake up in the morning, they put their legs up, then they get money splashing through it. Go ahead.
So I've been asking a simple question. I will be honest with ourselves. During the UP 12 year, they bought up a new sync generator. Everybody said yes. How much were you spending a day? Some people say, I was spending a minimum of $10 a day. I said, if you spend a minimum of $10 a day, we multiply by 31 days, right? We're talking about almost $160.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Today, do you have LC? Yes. What do you spend on money? Oh, sometimes a whole month I spend my small $30. And when I get my AC, I can spend my small $50. How much are you saving? $110. So, if you're saving $110, that's not an improvement in your life. You do a lot with $110.
You're right.
Most of them buy the idea.
You're right.
They actually buy it.
You're
Oh
right.
yeah, you know, I got a kid working on me because I'm doing future for the US government to use it, right? The kid said, "You're so angry at the government because of urbanization." When I explained to him, the kid told me that he pays in Ghana, right? I mean, he said now it can take him 45 minutes from Banga to Belefana. Wow, where I have one of my projects. I said, okay, before the quota got there, how many hours did it take? He said, it take 2 hours from Banga to Belefana. I said, so that's gonna improve your life. If it's an improvement, I said, that's what the urbanization did. Although doing anything, you're having enough money in your pocket, but there was no quota on that go. You never have light in Banga. Today you get light in Banga, you're not using generator. You drive it up, give quota.
No, they don't want that. Those nurses want to go be sleeping in darkness, they be putting up their food, then they sit down, their money just can't also in their mouth. Listen, group of people.
For just to get out of the president, we said Labrador found it, Labrador student, the Monday Labrador little America pick up on the West. That what meant to they don't have good infrastructure. So we treat them.
You're right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So we can close at that, Abu. I think we can get going now.
Yeah, very well. I think maybe you see the agreement among the people. Some of the things we're saying, people are agreeing on.
Yeah.
So they clearly say that indeed our conversation in these
when smart people can understand us, crazy dull people, women who will just be liability or men sleeping, they will not understand us because their frustration it continues. So
this is what we analyze for you. You do not beat an incumbent with this kind of laser showing.
Incumbent, especially
That's what the UP
that was a laser showing today.
That's what the UP have to go sit down and start. Listen, see, most of their own land followers. useless, irresponsible people who do not have voting right, no voting card, saying I've been making analysis, and you go with that analysis. Somebody say now outside they play and then get voting card. They say come put your finger up. All of you go there, you go put your finger up. Now what will translate on October 10th, right? Come, we give you the day. Next year, nobody will come outside. You pick coming outside. We all agree. CDC issue press statement say I beg you, my people. Nobody will do anything. We everybody agree, right? Then they put it on Sunday again. We close all our students. Still, you can generate the
See?
so I have to bring trucks. I come and do one last post.
Okay.
I don't know all the trucks there. I finish collect all the images. Will enter your skin and Google before.
Oh man, fucking yeah. Thanks so much, Abu. Thank you. And we say thanks to all of you. All of the analysis we are giving, and we can guarantee to you that out of no bias, it's just being frank. The deception in this country, the lies that are being in this country, and you can acknowledge that the reason you're fed with us because you're being lying. Every time you lie, we come and tell you say you're lying. I want to give you a vex. And I'm sorry for our girls, children whom we are fighting for. Why will you be behind people like Mo Ali there to be abusing in your own party? CDC as it is, you have a call. We are no girls are responsible guys, and you see them, they are just as fantastic, beautiful as they are. Because they believe in education, that's what they appreciate. That's why they are behind we are. Because they believe in free tuition, that's why they are there. You get invest where we are, but you say you left school, then we get problem with you because then we know that well, you really belong. It's not about just going to school, but maybe just there being liability, lying down, and then of course waking up morning just But anyway, I don't want to talk much. That's why you are where you are. So thanks so much to all of you for the time. Until we are back here tomorrow, officially when we kick off our activities with Abu and Austin on the Freedom Morning Rise. Abraham Godson will come up, but before then, all the work kinds assessment as well, and everything is counted of what our country is all about. Do have a pleasant night. Bye bye.